Good morning. Here we are with Love is in the Air. Good morning, everybody. It is the 28th day of August, 2023, 7:59, and I am live. So, hi, Stace. How are you? I had a great week. Hello, Ryan. How are you? I am back. So, how are you guys doing? It was an amazing week. Lots of fun. And now I am back. So, what do you think of being away for 1 week and doing? I'll talk about it tonight. Good night, Harry. Good morning, Harita. Good morning, Loretta. I'll talk about being away and what happened on a week of no social media. Absolutely no social media. It was amazing. Not because there was no social media, but to be able to take the time off and enjoy it. But anyway, we'll talk about that tonight. There's a question, I'm sure that's from Stacy. How was it being away for a week? Tonight, I'm going to address it, Stace, because it's question night. So ask all the questions. I'm looking forward to that. So a lot of changes, maybe mental changes in your mind when you do that. It's not to say, anyway, we'll talk about it tonight. So let's do love. Love is in the air. Not really, but love. And part of the whole idea of talking about love today was because I wanted you guys to realize that when we have love in our life, it makes our life different. I wrote it, as you said, talking about it tonight. Okay. Nadi, hello, how are you? So I missed all of you. I missed you for sure. But tonight you can ask me questions. And I will tell you about that week. That week of just being in that moment of, being with self. But love. And that is what drove me to love. Really? So we have 5 stages in loving, whether we believe it or not. We were never taught. That is one stage where we were never taught to love. Hi, Coco Diva. How are you? Welcome back, everybody. We weren't taught to love ourselves. We're never taught to love ourselves, right? Because if we love ourselves, that means we're self-centered, we're selfish, we're all of those things they tell us that we are. And that is so wrong because, hey, we're supposed to love ourselves. So how do you love yourself? You only with, hi, Ezra, good morning. Welcome back, everybody. So when we love ourselves, it's very hard for us to do. Because we are taught not to care too much about us, to care about the world. And when I say the world, they don't even expect you just to stay at home. They say to you that love begins at home or charity and it doesn't end there. And yet charity is love. So it's the same word, only a different way of spelling it. So start at home and it doesn't end here. But where is the home though? Is that the house in which you live, the people in your life? Or is it about you? Hi, Tanaji. Because love is something that we have to embrace. And we do not get the opportunity to embrace it, or we choose not to, unless we come to number 5, which I will talk about. But the first thing is they don't teach us to love ourselves. Nobody teaches. They tell us to be selfless instead of being selfish. They make selfish sound like a horrible, horrible word. And selfless is open and you just keep emptying and emptying. And some of us never know when to stop. And good morning, sweetie. And when we do not stop, we have an empty bottle, an empty chalice, an empty thing. It's empty. There is nothing left. And I know you guys sometimes wonder, excuse me, what I'm talking about. And say, she's crazy. I get that a lot. But listen to this. Hi, good morning, Yoko. Talk to you later. So see these people that we meet that has been selfless. And they just give and they give and they give. You see them in 2 stages. They walk and you meet them and they're empty. It's almost like they have not been able to concentrate on themselves. Some of them, the texture of their skin. I know this is weird, but you know people who are selfless. If you are one of them, is there any oil coming out of your face? That's what I want to know. Is there oil on your arm? Can you see the cream on your arm from natural joy of loving self? That's what it is. The people that are selfless, they end up being, they stoop. They just open up and they keep giving. And the oil that should give you the luster of life, they have given it away. So there is nothing on their skin. Their face has no vibrance because it's pain. Everything is a pain. Hi, Madre. And that is what it is. That's what they taught us with love, to give it. Give ourselves, selfless, just give to love. Regardless of how you're feeling, just love, stand up and love. Great. Except when you look at yourself one morning, you notice there is no luster in your face. Your eyes look like dead. You're looking at your eye and you can't see vibrance in your eyes. You touch your skin and it feels almost like you're a little bit, dry. Then that's when you have to stop. And it's not a $400 bottle of cream that's going to make you feel this. As you know, I take everything I can. I have collagen, I have this, I have that. I do that. That is the internal thing. So I'm taking care of the workings of the body. But the love of self, we can do all the workings. You know that. You've seen people who exercise, all of that. And yet they're dry because they're giving and giving. All the love they have into somebody else, they're pouring it and their cup is empty. And when the cup is empty, if they see a little bit left in the cup, they take it and they add some water to it and they pour it and give it to somebody else. And that is how we were taught to love. We were taught the second one is endlessly. Endlessly to the point where you end up destroying your own soul from giving. You don't even know who you are. Who am I? You say to yourself. In the end, if you're lucky, you might ask that question because you realize, yes, I should know who I am. I am pouring that love into this person or that person. And it's not only one person. Sometimes it's only one human being who does not even turn back and acknowledge the love you're pouring into them. And that is the endless giving. But there comes a time when you have to look at that endless giving of love to that human being that is not capable or chooses not to open their heart and give a little back. It's endless and you're doing it. And sometimes you need to stop and say, hey, you know what? Show a little bit of love. Show a little bit of compassion. Show that you are taking in what I'm giving you and you realize it's all I have. Because if you do not call on that person, and if that person is not learning because of you pouring love into them, and they absorb and they absorb and they absorb, you too are harming them. You are not preparing them to go out in the world and do better. You're telling them it's okay to take, and never turn. Sometimes we have to go back to gospel, and here you go. Say thank you. 1 out of 10 turn back to say thank you. So, do you want that person you love so much to be the 1 out of the 10? Because once we say thank you, we are opening up ourselves to get more. But we don't know that. We just take. And they do not eat. You can say, you know what, I'm doing this for you. I'm taking care of that. And they just act as if, okay. And that person, you have to sometimes say no. I am tired of setting you up and I'm giving you endlessly. And you're not ever responding in a way to make me feel like it's worthy. This relationship, this caring, I'll do anything for you. But you are not able to even look at it and say thank you. Or even a smile or word. Sometimes they don't talk to you. Endless love, endless love. And are they enjoying it? No, they're expecting more. Maybe they step away from you, handing them the big package of love. And you give it in different ways. We give love to others in the way of, here is something I bought for you. Here is something I have, take it. Here is something you do. But where does that start? It starts when we do not teach them from an early age the word called respect. That, hey, you got a gift from Grammy or you got a gift from Granddad. You got a gift, call back. And put the phone in their hand and say thank you. And it starts there. But if you are always covering for them from childhood, what do you expect is going to happen in adulthood? Are you preparing them for the world? And if you continue into their adulthood, it's your children, and you're just doing things for them and not doing anything for you, and not saying, hey, you know what? Say thank you sometime. You have to have, that takes courage. That takes what you could call 1% courage. And you have to have the confidence that you can tell that person, you need to say, yeah, it really needs to be done. Never mind that. You need to say that, hey, you need to be better than that. Say thank you. Acknowledge. Do something. Write a note, please. And that is endless. That's number 2. So, number 3 now is when they tell us we do not have love inside of us, that we have to go outside to get it. That's love, right? First, you just have to give love. You're selfish if you love yourself. Second, give until there's nothing left in you. And then third, if you're really desperate, go and look for love outside of yourself. Get a man or woman to love you. Get a dog to love you. Get a cat to love you. Everything outside of you to love you. And then to turn around and to say, oh, that person doesn't love me. And who cares? Because you see, number 1 was never implanted in you to love yourself. It was selfless love. And everybody carries that like they won the Academy Award of selflessly giving love to the world and to everybody. And they look like something that went through the wringer washer, the old-fashioned wringer washer, wrinkled and dry, no luster, no joy for life. The joy is to say, I'm perfect, I'm loving everybody, I'm taking the abuse. No, it's not working. And that is not only for women, men do it too. They love beyond comprehension and they cannot understand. They don't even wonder, oh well, what is the new thing they're telling them? Happy wife, happy life. Rubbish. You cannot make that person happy by you giving up all of yourself. What happens? When you are no longer there, what are they going to do? Guess what? They'll find another person to make them happy. That's how it goes, because they are taught to go outside of themselves. Whereas, love is not outside of us. The real place to find our love is inside of us. And to believe that we are worthy of love. Looking for love outside of us is what makes us get hurt. Because we will do anything. The person is slapping you. The person is insulting you. The person is telling you you don't earn enough money. You're a man and you're not working and you're not doing this. I'm making more money than you. You're a woman. You're not good enough. You're not pretty. You're this. And here now and again a punch there, a pinch there, an insult over here, right? But he loves me. Oh, she's really a good wife. She cooks. But she insults you. She doesn't stand by you. And that is just so wrong. My mom said something to us once, as you know, there was a gang of children. And my dad, and she said something he said. And we said to her, Mom, you know what he was saying is wrong. That is right. He shouldn't be saying that to us. Like, it wasn't anything bad, but, he was not giving us an opportunity to do something. And it was so easy to do that. And he said, no. So when we said to Mom, why can't you not stand up? She said, I'm not going to ever stand up and disrespect your father in public. These were her words. She said, I will not fight with him in front of you guys or anybody and argue with him when he's going north. I want to go south with you guys. She said, no. But she said, when we're alone and I close, and these were her exact words, and I close that mahogany door, heaven help him. Don't you notice that the next day he will relent? Respect. She respected him. But again, that comes from Proverbs, the wise woman. Her husband can sit at the gates amongst the people. She's always there, so he lifts him up. But in private, she corrects him and she says he will come back and he will change, which is true. This is what he did. So that is a kind of love. But when you're searching for love outside and you settle and you accept, and you say, this is good, I'm going to take this. It doesn't matter what they do. Both sides, man and woman. Good, hi, Angelina. When you settle for that type of love outside of yourself, it is not right. It's not good for you. It is not healthy. That love is something that has to come from inside of you. But we are not taught to love ourselves selfless. We're taught to give endlessly, even if it's abusive. Then we search for love outside of ourselves, and it still is abusive, and it's okay, right? It's okay, take it. Because they love us. Oh, he's not running around. Oh, she really is a good cook. She takes care of the kids, but she does not respect you, fool. So this is what we have to understand. Stand for yourself and make some choices and sometimes you'll be surprised when you say, stop this. I do not like this. I would prefer you do not do this to me or say this to me. When somebody insults you, you don't have to say, don't do it. You can say, you know what? I would rather prefer you did not speak to me that way. So it's the words you use that makes the person stop to wonder. They won't march into tomorrow and say, rah, rah. They won't. What they're going to do is the word prefer throws them off because it's not a commonly used word for choices. So it's our vocabulary, what we use to talk about. So only after, so I wrote here, only after that do we find out that love is in you for you. After those three, it's only after we got, and I think that comes with some wisdom, some age, some experience, and a little bit of attending something like the morning blessing or some other person, I don't care who, but getting the information from somebody else that, hey, you can love you. And you have all what you need to be perfect right inside of you. You're good enough. You're special because you see, number one, they never taught us how to love. Number two, they said to love endlessly. Number three, because we have to love endlessly, we're searching for it outside of ourselves. And it takes us to number four. And number four comes with experience and wisdom and some learning and observing and listening to others. That is why I say, spread your wings, go and get a little bit of everything and take it back and use it for yourself. Listen to what others have to say. Everything I say is not for you, but there is always going to be a little bit for you, whether it's your little nugget, your pearl, or your diamond. And maybe today you got a diamond, tomorrow you got a nugget. You put them together and voila, you have a new pot, a new stew happening for yourself, and you can grow from that. So that is why you need to sit in contemplation. That is when it comes. Only after that after those three, do you find that love is in you for you. Our love is not in us to give to others. We cannot give to others if we do not love us. We cannot give to others or love others properly if we haven't got the patience to say, hey, could you this doesn't work for me. I prefer you to change your words. A few months ago, Arita had an experience with her brother, and she shared it with us. You know what she said? Her brother had to give her, and she said it was some cash that, brothers and sisters transfer. And as she's sitting in the car, he had it to give her. And I'm sure, knowing he's a brother, they always come to the sister for a loan. I know it's payback. But he tossed it to her. She's sitting in the car, he tossed it. It fell in her lap. And she looked at it, she looked at him, and she said, I'm not touching that. In future, you hand it to me. Give it to me. Don't throw things at me. And it's her brother. I know how close they are. But she had the courage, the 1% courage. She had the confidence. I'm not taking that from you, whether you're my brother or not. And that's really close to home. And he took it back and handed it to her. And then he said to her, boy, you have changed. Yes, because now I value me. I have wisdom. I am better. I've decided I am worthy. I'm good enough. I have to be treated better. This is love, people. It's not the kisses and the huggings alone that is love. When you love yourself, you are able to question yourself. You're able to look in the mirror and say, you know what? I do not like that. I do not like what I see here. I have to change. Yes, I have changed, Rita said. I have to change me. I do not like what I see here right now. Something is not right. And that is a personal choice to change yourself. Loving you makes you realize that other people's actions and opinions have nothing to do with you. Nothing, absolutely nothing to do with you. Their choices, their opinions, their behavior towards you has nothing to do with you. Because you already know I am good enough. I am brave, I'm beautiful, I'm kind, I'm grateful, I'm strong, and I am loved by me. And if you can say that, people will question, they'll get angry at you. You know, of course, once you start loving you, you're going to feed the monsters of envy and jealousy. You're going to feed them because you see, you are what they cannot be. And they're going to give you a hard time. And they're going to say to you, hey, you are what I cannot be. Only they don't say it that way. They don't say, they say it by being angry, by telling you you're showing up, by telling you you're so selfish, by telling you this and telling you all these things, right? That's what they're going to do. So once you step into that wisdom, that power, that confidence, that courage to say, I love me and I am worth to be treated and I change. And when the person says to you, you have changed, do not say, no, I haven't changed. Yes, it's a compliment. Oh my goodness, you've changed. Oh boy, yes, I have. I worked on it. I made myself. I created me. You guys heard me saying, I designed the life I live. I actually designed it. And if somebody said, you are something else, yes, I am. Like they said to me, you're too much. Yes, I am. I know that. I am put me in a cup and I'm running over. So other people can take their cup and feed off my cup. That is why. Good morning, Aman. That is why I am too much. Hello, Peter, sweetie. That is why I am who I am. So when the person says to you, you are too much, do not take it as it's not a compliment. It is a compliment. I am so much that my cup is running over. And I can let other people feed from my cup. That's why I am too much. So when somebody says, oh, Tessa-Marie, you're just too much. She's too much. You're too much. Yes, I am. You know why I have to be too much? Because I have people that are going to put their cup under mine. And when it runs over, I want to keep purposely filling their cup. And that's why I am too much. So when you love yourself and you care for yourself, people are going to give you this. We miss all your stars and beautiful work. Thank you for doing that. When you do that, you love yourself and you care for yourself and you're shining because luster of love is on your face. Luster of love is on your skin. Your eyes are dancing. You feel great. Look in the mirror. You love what you see. You work on it. You change it. They're going to just want to take you down. And they take you down by giving you a backwards compliment. They don't even know they're complimenting you. It's you that have to catch the compliment and shock them. Oh, thanks for the compliment. I know, I am really too much. I know. But you see, I have to have a lot so I can give others. That's why I'm too much. You have completely baffled them. What they expected from you was, what you mean I'm too much? You mean I should calm down? No, you don't do that. You accept that compliment. Thank you. I never thought you would have observed I am too much. But I can explain to you why I am too much. I am too much because I have people feeding off my cup. My cup is full, runneth over. And I want others to catch a drop from my cup. And that's why I have to have a lot. Thank you, Taniji. And that is why you have to have a lot. And guess what? When you get to that stage, man, love equals contentment. When you get to that stage of loving you, accepting you, I'm good enough. I have curves. I have shoulder. I lost my 6-pack when I was 25, 30. Now I'm 40 and I have a 1-pack and I still love me. And if I don't love that 1-pack, I can go to the gym. Hi, Marina. Good morning. And break the pack and make it a 6-pack again. But damn it, man, I love me. And that love becomes contentment. That is number 5. When love equals contentment, there isn't a soul in the world that can shake you. Like you could say, 1% confident, 1% courage, and you're going to step out and you're going to make changes. And when you make the changes, oh my, you have changed. Yes, I have. I learned how to love me. I'm giving me some love. So for those of you that came late, let's recap. I'll touch it again. Nobody teaches us how to love ourselves. We just come in the world. If you love yourself, you're proud, you're vain, you have an ego. Nothing good comes out from loving yourself. This is how the world set us up for failure. That is to make us fail. And then they said, because you're so selfish, you need to give endlessly. Love, love, love. The world, give to them all you have inside of you. And one day you wake up, you look in the mirror, your skin is sallow, and dry. And all of a sudden, there's no luster in your face. Your eye look like you haven't quite woken up from a dream, a bad dream. You feel exhausted, your shoulders stoop. Why? You're drained. You have given love to everything and human being in your family, and you didn't have the guts to say to your girlfriend or that, hey man, don't talk to me like this. I would prefer if you stop talking to me that way. No, you're giving, and you take it and you go to bed. I really didn't enjoy how Sally criticized me today, or what this one said about me today. And you take it to bed. What are you going to get up with, luster? Hell no. Dryness. Pain, because you see what you have done is that you give endlessly. That's the lessons we are taught. That's number 2. Endlessly give your love of everything. Don't keep any for you. Then when you see you do not have any love inside of you, you come to that stage. That's about your 30s, your 40s. I need love. Somebody to complete me. I'm looking for my soulmate. Nobody comes to complete you. Your soul, when you find it, you ask it, what does it mate look like? And it will tell you. You are your soulmate. You are complete. Why do you need to go find something outside of you to complete you? Looking for a human, then take a tree. Hug a tree. Will that complete you? Hug another human. Does that make you better? Or are you looking for them to love you? You see what I mean? You're not taught to love yourself. Don't do that. That's not good. Selflessly give to the world until there's nothing left in you, not even nerves and sinew. Thirdly, well, now that you're dry and empty, you have to go look for love outside you. Oh, I want somebody. He completes me or she completes me. All of that is crazy. I need my hair color. So, then it takes a while. And you realize one day, and it's funny. I was asked while I was away, when was my best decade, by somebody that met me for the first time. I said my 30s. And we'll talk about that tonight. But anyway, only after that, is only after you have gone through 1, 2, and 3, then you realize, my love is inside of me. I can love me as I am. I am good enough to love me. Please post this live. I will, thank you. I will love me as I am. I love me completely. Yes, in my 20s, I had a 6-pack. Yes, in my 20s, my pants was loose, my waist, I knew where it was. That is a man speaking. And you, oh my goodness, in my 20s, my skin was so beautiful. I had no wrinkles. Look at me today. But you come to the point, I'm good enough. You got 1% courage and 1% confidence, and you start building on it. And that's why I said to Yuko, she's not at 1% anymore. You will never hear Yuko say, I'm at 1% confidence and courage. She's at 110%. Her cup runneth over. And that's why she's able to feed others from her cup. There's people that come and this is Yuko's cup, and they're right under there, taking from Yuko's cup. And that is what happens. And the last thing, the last number 5, when you come to that peace, and after they have criticized you, when they see the change in you, you're not good enough, that is number 4, and they're telling you, you have changed, what kind of person you are, I didn't know you would ever be like that, you're so bold, you're out there, you need to put it down, your ego is so big, you're selfish, and they just cut you off. And you say, thank you. I'm so glad you saw the change in me. I appreciate you for telling me that. You know, you're the first person that actually brought it to my attention, and I love this. They're confused. Confusion. But guess what? Love equals contentment. Loving yourself equals contentment. You sit back, and you have that moment where you do not need anything outside of you to feel safe. You do not need anything outside of you to feel loved. You do not need anything outside of you to give you joy, to give you water to drink. You have it. It's bursting inside of you. You can stand up. You can look at a leaf and see love in the leaf. A leaf. You can hear a bird and the one little twig Because you see, love is contentment. Love is that contentment you feel with yourself and you sit and you go, good job. Well done, good, faithful servant. And that is love. You do not need anything else. But again, there are 5 stages. Why? Because nobody has taught us about loving self. And we have to go through that journey to come out on the other side and to realize I am contented. Wow, I am so contented. I feel peace. I am whole and complete. What I have achieved from loving myself. Yes. And you make, when you can tell, when you have reached contentment, love, truly contented love. You can reach that. And you know how to feel when you reach that. You know what you feel like. You feel like your body is dropping and you have no idea where it's going. And yet nothing has changed. Because peace, that peace of love and contentment is just flowing on you. So that is love. And I brought that to you guys. So tonight though, I will tell you about my week and what happened. Is I know only one gave love, receive love. Yes. But you cannot drain yourself, Aman. You cannot take it out. If you are going to do it and it's hitting a wall and the wall is just opening and taking and nothing is coming from the wall, you have to know. You need to say to the wall, hey, I'm done. I've given you all I've got. You need to go somewhere else to fill your cup because you're done. But love is there for you and it's your love. Choose it. So tonight, I'll let you guys, in on what I did and stuff like that. Love, Stacey Love Style, the Beavers, yeah. So guys, thank you so much for coming along and listening to my love thing. As you know, I am happy and grateful that each and every one of you are here. And if in case you forgot, because sometimes, you're away for a week and you guys forget what you're supposed to say to yourself. Remember, everywhere you are is amazing, beautiful, and spectacular. Remember that. Everywhere you are is amazing, beautiful, and spectacular. So no matter where you are right now, you feel like the world is falling on you, things are not going your way, still believe it because you are there for a purpose to join in life. Thank you, Yuko, because I am so excited about it. But everywhere you are, besides what you do, is amazing, beautiful, and spectacular. So I can glad you're back. I was feeling lost without my Tessa. That's okay, Stace. I missed you guys too. But sometimes you have to go in to find you. Not that I was lost, but I wanted to see what I'd come out with, what I can polish. And that is a lesson for all of us. It was purposely intended. Somebody would say, well, I said, yes. My daughter-in-law said something to me. Are you okay about, I said, sure. I said, it's exactly as I desired it to be. And that is why everywhere you are is amazing, beautiful, and spectacular. The minute you start saying that and feeling it, you will see that it is. There will be things that will bring it up. So guys, have a great day. I have to go to the dealership to pick up my car. It had to go get a checkup. And I had them keep it for a whole week. So I have to now call and say, how are you getting my car? Are you bringing it to me? And then, so I'll talk to you guys later. But see you tonight. I'm excited for tonight. I can't wait for your questions. So have fun. Love you. And a few of you I have to connect with today. All of you. So many of you. I love you. Thank you for coming. Let's see who is there. Stacy, Aman, Riva, Yuko, Arita, Angelina, Ryan, Loretta, and Tanuji. You guys are beautiful. I appreciate you and I'm grateful for it. Remember, everything you do is amazing, beautiful, and spectacular. Please remember that. Because, hi Azim, missed you. So tonight is in questions about my week away. So everything you do is amazing, beautiful, and spectacular. And you can change it. And you can, thank you, Azim. And you can remember to turn around and say it in another way. Everything I create is amazing, beautiful, and spectacular. Everywhere I stand is amazing, beautiful. It is endless. And this is my affirmation, which I give to you guys. My cup is so full with this affirmation that I can pour it into yours. Have a great day. Love you, everybody. Bye-bye.